makes the grass grow. Kill, kill. Blood makes the grass grow. Kill, kill. My brother. My hero. My brother. My hero. We gon' light this bill up. Ooh. Every Jack on 3. 1, 2, 3, Jack.
What's up, guys? We're here to give you guys a little recap of last season and a little preview into the next upcoming season. So let's get straight into it. So we started off the season winning against Miami, and obviously that was a great win. You know, Miami, there's a lot of intense stuff between that game. So it just really helps get everyone's energy up. Then we went on to lose 3 games in a row, you know, a little bump in the road, but eventually we got over it. I think losing our offensive coordinator was a really big role in that because he was more than just an offensive coordinator to us. But then we go on to win 4 games in a row, obviously gets the team up, the energy up. Homecoming was in that, so obviously that was a great time. Then we go on to lose 2 games in a row, Bernalillo and Bloomfield, our toughest opponents of our schedule probably. And obviously, you know, that was a big bump in the road too. But they're tough teams, so it didn't really bring us down too much. Then we go on to playoffs. We play Silver in the first round, home game, crowds there, crowds hyped, and, you know, we beat Silver. It was a really tough game, you know, mostly scoring on defense and special teams, but, you know, overall it was a great experience. Then we go on to play St. Pius over there at the community field, and, you know, we lose to St. Pius, obviously a tough loss, you know, one and done, you lose to the playoffs, you're out for the rest of the thing. So obviously everyone's a little bit sad at that, but, you know, it just gets us more hyped and ready for the next season. And ultimately we finished the season 6-6, so not too bad. I think everyone wanted a little bit better than that. You know, everyone thought we were going to do better than that. But it's all right because we'll be here and be ready to do it next season. And with that season, here are some key senior losses.
Those departures, we had one of the biggest, Dre. Running back, he played varsity since his 8th grade year, so he was a big piece in the team. You know, losing that guy, it was bad, but, you know, we got some people to fill in. We'll get to that later. Noah Lundy, our kicker, he was good, great kicker. You know, he's been there, I think, for the 3 years. He was there for his 3 years. And, you know, he played a little bit of the defensive side, but most notably, he was the kicker. Next, we got Joaquin Rivera. He was an O-lineman and D-lineman, so played both sides of the line. You know, it's hard to be, you know, in the trench right there. You got to push through it. He did it good all 4 years, too. And then lastly, we had Bodie. I think he came out it was his only year he played because of injuries. He couldn't really play. But, you know, that 1 year, he's an all-around athlete, popped out. So it was a big loss losing him, but got some people to fill in those, and we'll get into that now.
Alright, so we talked about some of our key departures from last year. Let's talk about some of our breakout candidates this year and some of our people playing new roles. You know, you can't start it without our nice running back duo. We got Julian Fernandez, who's a freshman. He played some games last year as an 8th grader and scored a few touchdowns. But this really is going to be his breakout year as a freshman. I know that's crazy to say, but he's more of our power back, our David Montgomery. And then you got Joe Clausen, who's, you know, the Jameer Gibbs. He's the speed guy. He's going to, I mean, we have a really good duo there. Right, then you talk about a guy like Cody Malones, who now has a full year of experience behind him. I think you're going to see big things from him at safety. You got Jaden Chavez, who just came out. I mean, he's looking really good on the D-line. And then you just got a bunch of new young faces on the O and D line. So now we finally have some depth that we've been, like, waiting for at the O and D line position. You got Shad Marayo, who's looking nice at linebacker. You know, we have a lot of new players in new positions. You can't miss the defense. Our defense this year is going to be really promising. You got DJ Chavez playing corner. You got Cardenio Chavez playing corner. And then you got myself and Cody Malones playing safeties. So, you know, stay tuned for that.
What's up, guys? We're going to give you some new info on the new coaches.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with Coach Riedinger. He's a familiar face around these, you know, hallways and stuff. He's taught here for many years. He left a while back, but the thing you need to know about him is, you know, when he was here, that's when we were winning. You know what I'm saying? He was our defensive coordinator in 2019 when the team was really successful. We had the #1 defense in the state. Right, then he left. I don't know exactly where he went, but from what I heard, he was out coaching, you know, he coached some NFL players and he was coaching some college football players, so when he wasn't here. And now he's back here helping with our O&D line and receivers.
Yeah, and we're going to hit you guys with Coach Rudy C. DeBaca. Man, he is like the linebacker type of coach. You know, he's over there getting us ready, and he's big. He's pretty big, so kind of looking forward to that.
And then our last coach is Joe Tejas. You know, he's a guy that really shows leadership and he takes accountability for the O&D line, so I think that's really good. Sadly, we've lost Coach Hawker. You know, work things prevented him from being a coach. And then who else did we lose?
We lost Thompson in our second game. After our second game, we lost Thompson, and he was our offensive coordinator. So that really threw an impact on us. But we got our offense this year, and we got Coach Brown, we got Coach B2, we got Coach Baca, we got the defense coach, Wilcox. Yeah, we got all of us.
Right,
and
so
I'm
we
ready.
got so we had some coaching changes this year internally. So now we have Coach Brown, head coach, and now he's the offensive coordinator as well. And then Coach Baca took over the defensive coordinator position. So yeah, that's really all you need to know. Back to you.
And now we got you a schedule preview for the year. First week they have Maya Mira. Second week they got a game against Pius. Third it's Dexter. Fourth it's Espanola Valley. Fourth you got Homecoming. You got Kirtland Central. Fifth is Aztec. Right after that they go into a bye week. Then they go to Taos, Moriarty, Bernalillo, and to cap it off, Bloomfield for the year. So going through all those games, which one are you looking forward to playing at most?
Definitely, I would say St. Pius, because obviously they're the ones that kicked us out of the playoffs, so that's going to be a really great game for us to get our get back,
Yeah, I see that. Pius is not one of the most liked schools around here, around the sports, baseball, basketball. Everybody tries to make a statement there. So what is your guys' game plan going in there? Is it to make a statement, put them on their backs basically, and take it over, or what?
Well, right now, I wouldn't say we necessarily have a game plan because, we're going to take our games week by week. So right now we're going to focus on Maya, then focus on St. Pius when the week comes. But obviously we're going to already have a chip on our shoulder when we go in there, and we're just going to show out and just play the best football we can.
Okay. And do you guys see any other competition, other than Pius? I know that's a big one, but any other team during this season do you think is going to give you guys a challenge?
Definitely some games that are going to be exciting are Bloomfield, obviously. They're the ones who won the state championship last year, exactly. So, that's going to be a good game, too. It'll be a good team to play against. And then Bernalillo, too. Last year, it didn't end too well. It was the last, kind of last-minute touchdown that they scored on us, so obviously we're going to have a chip on our shoulder for that. And those are probably going to be the games that we're going to have to look out for. And with that, let's get a closer look into week one.
All right, guys, we're back. We really talked about everything else. All you guys really need to know is that the football team will open up the season August 22nd in Maya Mira. I mean, I feel really good going into this game. I love the trash talk with Maya Mira. It's always really competitive just because, they don't like us, we don't like them. But at the end of the day, film doesn't lie. The game's not going to lie. I think you guys should be there. The theme, we're trying to take a student section. The theme of that's going to be read out. The other themes this season we have will be coming out to you guys, but make sure to pop out to our student section. It's going to be lit this season, and I promise you we're going to go get the win.
Yes, sir. That's what's up, dog. Let's go get it.
That's it.